Come on, relax and just enjoy the show. We got you here on Straight Talk. Don't be lying, yes, you already know. We got you here on Straight Talk, yeah. We got you grooving. Let us know how you doing. We keep it live right here on Straight Talk with Riccardo Montgomery.
Welcome to the Straight Talk with your boy Riccardo Montgomery, aka the voice of the gospel community. Hanging out with you on this day the Lord has made, we'll rejoice and be glad in it. It's Father's Day weekend, y'all. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. It's Juneteenth weekend. Happy Juneteenth to everybody out there. Man, it's a federal holiday on Monday. And I tell y'all what, man, it is going to be great. I hope you have a fantastic holiday weekend planned. Father's Day, Juneteenth, man, it feels good, don't it? It just feels good. All the fathers out there getting all the respect that they deserve, getting gifts and, people just loving on their dads and father figures and all the men in their lives. And, man, I am looking forward to it, man. I just know my wife gonna cook me up something real good. The churches, man, the great thing about Father's Day is when the churches, man, that's when you want to be at church. You want to be at church on Father's Day weekend because all the women, they get in the kitchen, man, and they cook. They always do something nice for you. If it's just a bake sale, if they can't cook, they do a little baking, give you a little something. And I am looking forward to that. Boy, I tell you, when I was a kid, Father's Day weekend, man, at Antioch Missionary Baptist Church in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, when I was growing up, boy, I tell you, man, you smell it up in the pastor being there preaching, everybody be like, ooh, I can't wait to get back there and get some of that food. Because you can smell it all over the church. Boy, I tell you. And that's when I had to throw it all the way back. I said, church. You smell it all over the church. It smells so good. But I tell y'all, man, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Now, for the first time fathers out there, man, happy Father's Day to you. Enjoy this one. This will be the one that'll be the one that you be like, oh man, Father's Day is the bomb. And then after that, it's gonna be like, well, it's Father's Day. But it's also Juneteenth, man. So as we celebrate, the freeing of the slaves and making sure that everybody in this country was free, man, I hope y'all enjoy that too, man. So it's not gonna be too many places closed, but but if you could, make sure that you are off on that day. And then, get your America on. You know what I'm saying? You're free. Free indeed. I tell you, man. A lot of history goes behind that. And I'm just proud that it is a federal holiday. We used to celebrate Juneteenth. I know, across in Mississippi when I was a kid, man. And I tell you, it was some of the most best times I've had growing up, man. Juneteenth, we had a park right across from my grandmother's home. And, man, the parade would come through to Vernon Damer Park. And Vernon Damer was a civil rights leader in my hometown. Quick history, he was killed by the Klan because he was trying to get people to register to vote. So this is how important it is, man. This is not just like Dr. King. These are like small, in the nation's eyes, small people, but they are big in their towns. And Vernon Damer Sr. was a pioneer in our city. He was a African-American man who had his own business, but then he was also trying to get people to vote, just like Medgar Evers in Jackson, Mississippi. A lot of stories behind some of the great men and women who tried to get people to vote. And, Juneteenth, although it doesn't have to do with Juneteenth, but we should celebrate that because there's a lot of history behind African Americans in our country. And but back to the story. So growing up, man, Juneteenth, they come through the parade and you have like Jackson State or Alcorn State, the HBCUs come through your town playing the songs that because I'll be honest, in my hometown, it's out of those two HBCUs, like Mississippi Valley and the others. They don't get no love in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. But Jackson State and Alcorn, oh, that's a battle. That's a battle. That's a battle. But yeah, we had the Sonic Boom of the South coming through. man, you be out there enjoying yourself, and then like with a family like mine, we're a big family, so you come down Country Club Road, and you going into Verdendale Park, you got to stop by the three biggest families in my hometown: the Montgomerys, the McWilliams, and the Walkers. Everybody lived on that block, and right there, houses next to each other. And man, when you come through there, those families, man, we show up and we enjoy ourselves, man. As a kid, man, you had the swimming pool, big party at your park, softball games. Man, it was amazing, man, just to see so many people come together and just have a great time. You talk about, like what St. Patty's Day or stuff like that, man. Juneteenth is a great time because you just enjoy life. All the struggles in the world during Juneteenth, you enjoy life because that parade, man, we had no problems from nobody. No problems from nobody. No police issues when I was a kid. No police issues. No nothing. No fights. No nothing, man. Everybody just came out and had a good time. It was so much love. And man, those are some of the best times in my life, man. As I think about it, it was a blessing to be right across the street from the park. We ain't had to go far, go out. We can go swimming, we play basketball, get into the tournaments. You can play softball. It was great. Like Steve McNair, some of you know the Tennessee Titan, great quarterback. He's from Mississippi. He used to, when he was after he got drafted and was playing for the Titans, he used to do softball tournaments during that time of the year. He would come through, he would play. And it was just all love. Like nobody wanted an autograph from him. He was just Steve McNair, just a dude who grew up from down south and just go there and just have a good time. So I just want to celebrate with y'all, man. I got a lot to talk about today, though. Kind of gonna get my Stephen A on because there are some things that's still going on that's plaguing our community, and I really want to be able to. I want to bring the light to it. I'm gonna call this blind leading the blind because we got to open our eyes to some things, man, and we need Christ to help us do that. We need Christ to help us open our eyes to some stuff. So I'm gonna take y'all to a quick song, and then we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We're gonna jump right into it. But for Happy Father's Day, Happy Juneteenth, we got a lot going on this weekend, y'all. So let's get into it right here on Straight Talk with your boy Riccardo Montgomery, right here on AM 660 and 106.7.
Hi, I'm Will Stephanie, founder of Oracle Insurance Agency. I'd like to welcome you to our family-owned agency. And with our agency, we like to treat you like family. We're currently at our Omaha location. We have two other locations, one in Gilbert, Arizona, also one in Rapid City, South Dakota. Our unified goal as agency is to build a relationship with our clients and be a positive light in the communities we serve. As your independent agency, our mission is to be your calm in the storm with all that happens in insurance. We do that by finding out about what keeps you up at night and find solutions to help you sleep soundly, knowing that you have things taken care of and protected if that storm were to hit. Secondly, we also like keeping up with your changing needs by making sure your coverages are up to date with the best carrier for the best price. That's the benefit of being with an independent agency like Oracle Insurance. Give us a call so we can get to know you and see how we can help protect you from those storms.
Tell us what's your favorite out of the whole album.
So great, man. It's an honor to hang out with you.
Here we go.
Welcome to the all-new Straight Talk with your boy, Riccardo Montgomery. Send me your music videos for all the independent artists out there. We'd love to play it right here on this show. Just send it to straighttalk873@gmail.com. I'm your boy, Riccardo Montgomery, and we're here for you to get all your music out there to the world. So let's do it. Send it to me. I got you.
Straight Talk, Riccardo Montgomery.
Little Father's Day love there. Thanks, Devin, for putting that up for me, man. That was dope. That was dope. I appreciate you, son, for that one. That was funny. That was funny. Father's Day. How we don't get no credit for nothing. But I want to shout out real quick my beautiful and lovely wife, who's going to be doing her book reading in her hometown. So if you haven't gotten those children's books, The Ugly Tree or the Craft Center book, man, go get those. It's available on Amazon, or you can just go to her website, elegantwarriorinspired.com. Get those books, man. Support her. She's doing some amazing work. And also shout out to my boys, Humble Kings, but my man Roger That, because he is having his Live Loud tour still going on. Live Loud right here. But it's going on this time on June the 24th. So mark your calendars for June 24th and check them out. Roger That is going to be doing Live Loud with a lot of different local artists right here in Omaha at St. Matthew's Baptist Church. St. Matthew's Baptist Church with the Reverend Pastor, my man, T. Barlow. He's going to be doing this thing over there, man. He's doing some amazing work at that church, man. Y'all show him love, man. Go visit him when you get a chance to at St. Matthew's Baptist Church. Now, I just want to get into this because I spoke on this months ago, but I'm still seeing it and during the Easter weekend, during Resurrection weekend, how we're being marketed too. But I'm still seeing things that now that the world is really flipping some stuff, man. And if we don't open our eyes up to what's going on, we're gonna be in some serious trouble. Now to get this to, I was thinking about this, and this is how God works. I was thinking about this, and I was like, man, this is what I'm gonna talk about this week. God, thank you for putting this on my heart because I'm seeing it. And if you're gonna open my eyes, then I'm gonna just spread the word and use my voice to try to help open up some eyes to others. And so then I go to church, Southwest Church of Nazarene with Pastor Jamie Spurlock, who commercials you guys hear here. And the message was on the blind man. His message was on the blind man. He said, this is what I love about it. He said, I had a whole different message set, but God woke me up and changed everything. So everything that they had set for the church, the message, how the bulletins were set up, everything, it just got interrupted. And I love how God just come in and just stop what we have thought we want to do. Yeah, I said it like that. Have stop what we want to do and then change it. But it's changing for the good, because what the message that he gave, that God switched, was right on what I want to talk about. And that's the blind man. If you don't know the story, go find it, go look it up and read the entire story. Read it all. Don't just get bits and pieces of it. Oh, God get the glory. Because there's a lot in there. And there's a lot of things that happened last weekend that I attended, thanks to KCRO and thanks to all the people that let me know. We couldn't get to everything. My family tried to get to everything, but we couldn't. So we can do the best we could. But it's just so much that happens. And the biggest thing is that right now, I went to go get I'm tell you real quick. I went to go get a chicken sandwich. Just chicken sandwich. I was hungry. It's like, hey, let me get a quick chicken sandwich. Then I'm going to finish up what I'm working on here. Got a lot of different projects going on, so this is what I'm going to do. So I get it, and I look at the box, and the box has a new video game that's coming out on that's just demonic. Period, point blank. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's just demonic. And I'm like, why are they marketing this? Don't they know that don't they know people come through to get other stuff? They don't want to see this. They just want to get a sandwich. Now I got to see the marketing of a demonic video game or movie or whatever that they're trying to promote. And it's ridiculous how they are marketing to us all the time with all kinds of craziness. It's out there for everything. Video games, commercials over here, commercials over there, commercials over here. More and more horror movies are coming out. And people think, oh, these are well and fun, but they don't realize how the spiritual warfare, because they're looking at it in the flesh. They're looking at it in the flesh. Then people make you think, oh, this is not a big deal. Why are you tripping on this? This is not a big deal at all. It's just a scary movie. Who cares about scary movies? Well, then what are you going to do when something that you need spiritual guidance on, but you're still thinking about this physical thing that you saw? Everybody's not that strong. Everybody's spirit can't handle certain things. Some people can handle that. It's just like, you have a great basketball player, then you have an average basketball player. He can't do what the great ones can, but he is average. But if you try to make him great, he's going to stay average, and he can't reach that ability, and it's going to hurt more than help. It's going to deter more than grow. And that's what we're doing. when we look at these things. You can't just turn your eyes away from it. I mean, you can, but then you'll be on the island on your own because everybody else is still blind. And it's like the story with the blind man. Like, they kept asking this man, how can you see? Who healed you? He said Jesus. And they were like, instead of giving God the glory, they were like, there ain't no way this Jesus could heal you. He's a sinner. And I'm like, what? But that's how we are looking at, that's how the world is looking at everything. They're looking at us, they're making mockery of the church, making shows and making comedies and just having fun. I mean, it's okay to have fun. We have fun here on Straight Talk. Don't get me wrong. I love to have fun. But it's a difference between having fun and making a mockery. There's a difference. And it's a huge difference. And we have to figure out, what are we going to allow? It's just like watching like the streaming services. When you watch something on TV or stream, and then you got your kids there, and then now you got language that you can't control, and you have things that you don't want your children to see. They're children, and people don't care. People don't care that kids are watching what they're putting out there. The only thing they care about is the numbers that are showing on the clock. I got 1 million people watching. It must be great. But if it's great, that means you have people with kids watching, and they're watching this content, and they're seeing stuff that they should not be seeing at an early age. Well, it's the parents' fault. No, it's not the parents' fault, because you marketed to what the parent wants. You're marketing what they want, and you're not letting them make a family decision. You're telling them that this, hey man, you need to get this new video game. If I've been playing video games for years, and I'm seeing this like, oh yeah, I'm trying to get right. But you keep playing with, well, you keep playing with that part of me that I can't fight yet. So I'm gonna bow down to it. I mean, the way that we're being marketed to, I mean, just be honest here. The way the world is sending stuff at us is making it seem like it's cool, and it's not. But it's a spiritual warfare, and we have to see it that way. Now, people are seeing it all over the country. I mean, I'm not the only one talking about stuff like this. People all over the world is talking about this. But how do we deter this? How do we bring this together to where we can say, hey, here's a better option. Here's better options over here. Because there are some better options, but we're not doing it as a collective unit. And then if once we do it, then who are going to support it? I mean, there's things out there that where we say, hey, this is out here for you. Use it. It's for free. Use it. And we're like, no, I can't use that because I don't, you ain't got enough people. I don't like what, I don't even know nothing about it. But then go check it out. Just go check it out. It ain't gonna hurt you to watch something. It ain't gonna hurt you to just go say, hey, let me just see what this is. If you got to download something, then delete it. If you got to get this thing, you get rid of it. Everything is not a virus, but they want you to believe everything except for their stuff is a virus. Everything else out there is no good for you but what we have for you, because we have this celebrity in front of it for you. Now, we're paying this person to support our product. That don't mean they really use it, but we're paying them to, and they look like they do. So you should want to get it too. I got a lot more on this, and I'm going to be right back with more Straight Talk, man. It's just, I got to get it out. I'm sorry. I got to get it out. Thanks for tuning in right here, Straight Talk with your boy, Riccardo Montgomery, on AM 660 and 106.7, the Heartland's Christian Voice. We're going to take a quick commercial break, get y'all some new music, and we'll be right back right after this. Welcome to the all-new Straight Talk with your boy, Riccardo Montgomery. Send me your music videos for all the independent artists out there. We'd love to play it right here on this show. Just send it to straighttalk873@gmail.com. I'm your boy, Riccardo Montgomery, and we're here for you to get all your music out there to the world. So let's do it. Send it to me. I got you.
Tell us what's your favorite out of the full album.
So great, man. It's an honor to hang out with you.
Here we go.
Hi, I'm Will Stephanie, founder of Oracle Insurance Agency. I'd like to welcome you to our family-owned agency. And with our agency, we like to treat you like family. We're currently at our Omaha location. We have 2 other locations, one in Gilbert, Arizona, also one in Rapid City, South Dakota. Our unified goal as agency is to build a relationship with our clients and be a positive light in the communities we serve. As your independent agency, our mission is to be your calm in the storm with all that happens in insurance. We do that by finding out about what keeps you up at night and find solutions to help you sleep soundly, knowing that you have things taken care of and protected if that storm were to hit. Secondly, we also like keeping up with your changing needs by making sure your coverages are up to date with the best carrier for the best price. That's the benefit of being with an independent agency like Oracle Insurance. Give us a call so we can get to know you and see how we can help protect you from those storms.
Welcome back to Straight Talk with your boy Riccardo Montgomery, right here on AM 660 and 106.7, the Heartland's Christian voice. And I'm your host, your guide, your cousin, your nephew, your best friend, your road dog, all those things rolled into one, Riccardo Montgomery. And we're talking about blind leading the blind. We're taking it back to, when Jesus healed the blind man. And I got a lot out off of my chest in the last segment, but I want to dive into this more because the problem was what I talked about in the last segment. It's just a lot of just stuff being thrown at us, and obviously the people who are in position of power, they think we're just, they think we as consumers are willing to take anything they throw out at us as long as we put the right bow on it. It's kind of like, as I saw one person say, it's kind of like how when you look at the headline, you look at that headline and you're like, ooh, this must be good. And then you read into it and it's just a bunch of garbage. But the headline caught your attention. And that's what they're doing. They're just catching our attention with the headline. And then the rest of it's just garbage. And so we don't know any difference because we don't want to dive more into it to see what it is. And for all the Christians out there, I'm really talking to you. We gotta use our gift to be able to see that it's all spiritual warfare. We have to use our gifts to see that it's all spiritual warfare. I'm gonna say it one more time like I'm a preacher. We have to use our gifts to see that it's all spiritual warfare. Now, unsaved person ain't gonna care because they're unsaved. But as a saved person, you should know the difference and say, oh yeah, that. No, we're not going to watch that. No, allow my kids to watch that. No, we're not going to do that. You have to block it. You have to block it. You have to be. It's Father's Day weekend, and everybody love to say that they're the head of their household, especially if you're married and you're man. Everybody want to be the top dog, but the top dog got to make real tough decisions that sometimes don't make sense. And your wife may say, well, it's just this. And you got to say, no, because that's going to affect them later. It's going to affect them at a time where I don't want them to be affected. We don't need to be having certain conversations with 6-year-old girls or 11-year-old boys about things that they don't need to be thinking about. They don't need to be thinking about. But they throw all this stuff in front of our face. It's on the candies. It's everywhere. Stuff that is not accessible or things that kids does not need to be knowing about. Kids need to just know that they have a best friend in a discussion. Kids need to know that this is just some candy in a discussion. Kids need to know that this toy is just a toy. End of discussion. They don't need all this other stuff. They're kids. And people don't care because everybody's got an agenda they try to get across. But as long as we are Christians, we should be seeing the agenda. We should see all the things, and no matter if we want to show love to our enemies, which is what we're supposed to do, show love to your enemies, but still at the same time protect your heart. That's why you wear the armor of God. That's why you wear the armor. You shouldn't be sitting there asking questions trying to figure out where something come from when you have the glory of God. Like, prime example, I was out, I'll be honest, I was at an event. I'm sorry if you figure this out, so what? I'm at an event and I'm sitting here and I'm enjoying what I am seeing. I'm enjoying the moment. But then now someone's going to come to want to tell me about other stuff that it's not even a part of what we're doing. It's not even about this. It's not about what you're talking about. It's about enjoying this. Well, we need this and we need this and we need more of this and we need more of that. No, we need what we see because we need something to start with. You have to take a step to get to the next step, then the next step, and then the next step. Stop fighting battles that are so far ahead of you or even so far behind you when you haven't even thought about the solution of it. But enjoy the moment. Something powerful. God can do something right in our face, and we'll sit here and find other reasons to find and complain about instead of just enjoying what God has done. Enjoy what God is doing. You can sit there and be like, watching this show or listen to this show, and you can say, "Hey, Riccardo, you talking about such and such and such." No, let's talk about what God is doing through this voice and what He has shown me to say, "Hey, get this out there. Open people's eyes. Let me put the spiritual mud over their eyes so they can see, so they can go wash their eyes." The power isn't the fact that he got the sight. The power is the fact that he got sight, but the power isn't the fact that he had the sight. The power is the fact that once Jesus told him what to do, the man went and did it. He put the mud over his eyes and he told him to go wash his eyes. He believed so much in what Christ was doing that he washed his eyes. Now he was able to see. Now my job, I'm the one putting the mud over you. Now you got to go wash your eyes so you can see. So that you see that Christ used this vessel to help you see something that you may not have seen. It's a lot out there that they're using to tear us down, to confuse our kids and make it hard for us as citizens, as people, to be able to use this gospel and use it effectively. It can't be used effectively if the enemy is using a lot of the same tactics against you, but they have way more people over it. Christian gospel music on the top level, it's just a business. I hate to say it, but it's just a business. They know the gospel. They know what they need to say, but is it in their heart? We don't know. But we do know they're making some money because a little flash keeps showing up. A little flash shows up. Now, it's okay to have things. Don't get me wrong. It's okay to have things. But at the same time, you got to be wise too. If you're biblically sound, Christ says it. He says it in the Bible. I don't have to repeat it. Christ says it. You know what he says. You know what it is. And I'm not sitting here saying, like, if I had a chance to get a Range Rover, that I wouldn't get it. But at the same time, I don't want to flaunt it. I want to say, hey, give God the glory, man. I've been wanting this car forever and ever and ever. And I finally got it. And I feel good. Thank you, Jesus, for what you have done. Now, my mindset and everybody else's mindset is different. Now, I'm not knocking nobody for feeling whatever they feel or want to do what they want to do. But all I'm saying is just keep Christ in the forefront of what you're doing. There's some amazing things going on. Amazing things going on in this time. There's new streaming services. There's new music. There's new, everything out there. But we won't find it because it's not in our eyes. But we won't even take the chance to look for it because we want something that's right in front of our face. And they'll throw everything in front of our face to keep us distracted and say, ooh, I want to watch that. Ooh, I want to get that. Ooh, I need that. There's companies making millions and billions of dollars off of us, and they're still putting things that are not even a part of our lifestyle in front of us. Christians, open your eyes. Open your eyes. Stop fighting against what Christ is doing. Stop fighting against it. We're holding tight to what we grew up with the doctrine and what things supposed to be instead of looking at what Christ has for us. Christ is the standard. The teachings of Jesus Christ is the highest standard. Everything else falls second line. Let's just look at that from that point of view. When you begin to open your eyes, look at that from that point of view. Christ is the standard. Everything else falls to the wayside. That's it for me this week, man. I hope y'all enjoy y'all Father's Day. Hope y'all enjoyed Juneteenth. I know I am. Man, thank y'all so much, man. I really appreciate y'all letting me get my little scream out. Until next week, right here on AM 660 and 106.7, the Heartland's Christian Voice. I'm your host, your guy, Riccardo Montgomery. Y'all be blessed. Peace.
Come on, relax and just enjoy the show. We got you here on Straight Gonna Be Live.